People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on.
Because you always use that active red line defending. I think it's like because you always use that active red line defending. I think it's like because you always use that active red line defending. I think it's like
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, man. Come on.
Appreciate that, Ian. Right, another day, another Premier League watch along. People deluded. I'm back again. Now it's Newcastle United against Manchester United. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. If you're on Twitch, one love. If you're on YouTube, make sure you smash the like button. Again, any comments, questions, talking points, keep them going. Appreciative of you lot in the chat and everybody watching the game with me. We're 10 minutes until kickoff. This is a 6-pointer, really. Both teams are fighting for top 4. Again, Newcastle are a problem for the top 6 that won't go away. Spurs are actually playing on Monday against Everton. I'm sure they're hoping for a draw in this. And as I keep saying, whether you're trying to win the league, get Champions League, Europa League, or Conference League, or stay in the division, nothing has been decided, people. So again, it's 6-pointers. And actually, I was reading some comments before this. Ten Hag's come out, and a bit like Arteta said, every game from now to the end of the season is a cup final for his club. Like everyone, man. I hope you're doing well and safe. An unnamed Marseille player was shown the way to the dressing room because he was not making efforts. The player in question was revealed to be Nuno Tavares. Dud's doing dud things. What can you say? Dan, appreciative to you. Again, Dud's doing dud things. To be fair, don't know the context behind that with Nuno Tavares, but you're in the headlines for the wrong reasons. And if you're not showing we spoke about on the earlier stream, if you're not showing passion, commitment, and all these things at your loan club, what is Mikel Arteta going to think when you're not playing and you come back on loan and things like that? Again, I can't lie, it's probably the end of his Arsenal career, if you're honest. Not because of that, just because unless a miracle happens, you can't see Nuno Tavares becoming anything at the club. I'd love to be proven wrong because it would save Arsenal money or make Arsenal a lot of money that could be reinvested. But I think even the most optimistic of Arsenal fans does not expect to wake up one day and see Nuno Tavares as somewhat a semi-decent, let's say a semi-competent Premier League footballer. Really, it's not going to happen, is it? DG with the op scout along, I respect it. To be fair, it's always that, we've got to go to St. Mary's. Apologies. There's a window, apologies behind me. Green screen's going to take a battering. I really should move from here, but it is what it is. We've got to play. We dealt with Man United the last time we played you lot, so it's not really scouting for you lot, but we've got to go to St. James's Park, which could be problematic for us. So we're going to need to stand up to be counted there. So you're right, it is a bit of op scouting, if you want to put it like that, geezer. So yeah, man. Big up the Nightbot to stay up to date with my content when I go live. Follow what my man has said. Let's see statistics. Again, you can see the lineups to the left and right of me as well. For the home side, Newcastle United, Pope, Trippier, Scott Shaw, Botman, Guimaraes, Dan Burn, Longstaff, Willock, Murphy, Isaac, and St. Maximin. For Man United, De Gea, Delort, Varane, Lissandro Martinez, Shaw, McTominay, Sabitzer, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Weghorst, and Rashford. There's rumours Eriksen's back in training. Obviously, Casemiro, I'm not sure where we're at in terms of his suspension or where he's at better yet, but nonetheless, he's not involved today for evident reasons. You've got Tony Martial on the bench, Malacia, Fred, Sancho, Pelisteri, Nathan Bishop, Jack Butland, Maguire, and Lindelof, as well as Malacia, if I haven't made that clear for United. For Newcastle United, the Bradcard, Jamal Lascelles, Joe Linton, Anthony Gordon, Callum Wilson, Matt Ritchie, Matt Target, Manquillo, and Elliot Anderson. I think that game at St. James's Park will decide our season whether we win the league or not. His first suspended game, I think, right? He's just getting started. I hope that we're able to recover the fee we spent on him. I see Newcastle getting a 2-1 win. It'd be entertaining, man. I just want to see goals, drama, etc. I think this is Kaz's first game of suspension. Was it just before the international break? Where have we been? Time's been moving slow, so yeah, they're going to be without him for a while. You're going to have to get on with it. Injuries, suspensions, these things happen in the game. It is what it is, really. Going to have to make something happen. Appreciative to everybody tuned in. Kickoff is 7 minutes away. Again, none of my Twitch mods are here. I'd say somebody run the gambling. Gamble responsibly. Looks like quite the day for football, if I'm honest. Newcastle fans look up for it as well. Benzema first half hat-trick. Crazy. Quality players do quality things, innit? What a player. What a player. I just want to see a good game of football. Manchester United are third, 50 points, 26 games played. Newcastle have also played 26 and they're on 47. So the worst people for this is Spurs at the moment. In fact, you got Brighton on 43. It's not too much to be said here. Spurs have got 2 games in hand on both Newcastle and Manchester United. So Spurs are probably hoping someone loses or that there's a draw. Peak. Can't believe they sacked my man, Brendan Rodgers. Peak. Anyone can get it. And I wonder what that tells potential players coming into Leicester and also players that they might want to keep. If they had small hopes of keeping Yuri Telemans, you'd imagine, I don't know where, but I think Maddison's going somewhere in the summer. You know, it looks a madness at Leicester. If you want to get into the England squad, which you have done, you probably have to be playing Premier League football. You know, playing for a higher division team could boost these said England chances even more. Dishes in to make Potter next, hopefully. Hey, A10 Malik again. You let the villains live up to their name. Nah, man, give Graham Potter time, man. You got to give the manager time. He's inherited a squad that wasn't his. You've got to give him time. I think in 2 years, Chelsea will be back. So hopefully that is something you lot live up to. PSG, Lyon, watch along later. Thought you were Parisian. Aye, man. I'm out of office after this. I'm out of office. McTominay and Sabic, a double pivot about to reek. Graham Potter, we want you to stay. Give Potter time, man. There's a reason he was so highly rated at Brighton. Give him time, man. Absolutely not. He's had enough time. Give him time, man. Trust the process, bro. You got to blame the players, man. You got to blame the players. They're the ones playing. Both sets of teams walking out the tunnel now, folks. Hopefully it's a decent watch where we are concerned. This better be a good game of football, man. It's Sunday afternoon, we could all be napping. We got DG for the 10-10 content week in, week out. Appreciate the support week in, week out. You know, I'm going 2-1 Manchester United, Rashford and Anthony. I hope to be wrong. Nuno Tavares misbehaving himself, boy. What a guy. Hopefully it's a decent game of football. Hopefully it's a 4-4 high score thriller in Manila. That would be good for the neutrals. I'm not sure if you're a Newcastle or a Man United fan, you'd want to see such. Really? Where is it? I'm trying to get that on my screen. It's funny how life changes quickly, people. Just before this game kicks off. It's funny how time... Bro, I'll never forget this. The Premier League Big Six: Chelsea, Liverpool, City, United, Tottenham, Arsenal X'd out, and Leicester. The cheek. Ha. Ha 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 ha. The cheek. Big up American Gooner as well. The absolute cheek. Fair enough, though. Cheeky buggers. Ever compare it respectfully to Leicester? Come on now. How? It was never right. Never, ever in history has Tottenham Hotspur been a bigger club than Arsenal Football Club. Let's have it absolutely right. Tottenham are only relevant because of it. You know, if Arsenal have it, Tottenham's relevance is how bad or good they're doing in comparison to us. Now, when we're during the Emirates and we're not the Arsenal we used to be of winning titles and things, and Spurs are doing half okay. Wow. And Leicester, Ha. Ha. Again, big up Leicester. No disrespect, but come on now. Come on now. Be serious. Yeah, now it's Chelsea fan channels and chill, mate. A10 Malik. You thought Mudryk was going to score yesterday, innit? When Emmy Martinez made that mistake, you thought he's going to score, innit? Trust the process, man. Mark my words. Graham Potter will have you locked back, man. Kickoff is imminent where we're concerned here, people. It's Newcastle against Manchester United. Hopefully, it's a good game of football. If it's not, peak. Isaac looks ready, man. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. What's going on? What's the delay, ref? Kickoff is a short moment, people. Hopefully, it's a good game of football. Big up the Twitch gang. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing, folks? Green screen taking a battering, but we're out here. Hopefully, it's a good 90 minutes of football. If it's not, it's peak for us, isn't it? Really. Come on, ref. Dan Burn looks so unserious. Deluded finally getting the chance to watch a big team. You're right, man. Big shout out to Newcastle United. Yo, hope you caught the first half of the Madrid game. Benzema, Hattie, and 4-0 up. No, I was unaware until a couple of you have been commenting that. So that'll be one for the highlights package. Oh, come on, man. How long are they going to show the team huddles? This ain't good unless Arsenal do it. Come on, referee. It's a nice day for football. Man United will lead the kickoff, folks. Come on, ref. Come on, ref. When you're ready, ref. If you're ready. Thank you. We finally had kickoff. Newcastle against Man United. Varane's cleared his lines and taken a bit of a slip. It's here with Trippier. Trippier's teammate Sars put his foot through it. Man United throwing. Feels like this is a day for drama and controversy, which I'm here for. Eddie Howe's only won 2 of his 13 managerial games against Man United. Hopefully that's a good omen in a weird way for Newcastle because they can overcome it. De Gea. Don't know if that was the best of passes to the lot, but he's cleared his lines. Still in play? No, it hasn't. It's gone out. Scott McTominay set for an extended run in the side, give or take. After, obviously, Casemiro's suspension. Shout out to yourself as well. Dan Burn of Newcastle to take this throw, and he takes it. Found St. Maximin. St. Maximin, a bit of a dodgy pass, but another dodgy pass. I can't lie, Newcastle living dangerously here. Don't think Eddie Howe want to see them do that too many times. Looks like such. Joe Willock fighting with Shabiza, gets the better of Shabiza, finds Isaac. Isaac attempts to switch place. Found Murphy. How's Murphy still got a career at Newcastle? Crazy, but nonetheless, he's down this right-hand side. Murphy's checked inside. He's found Guimaraes. He's kept it moving. Trippier, this is a good move. Come on, Newcastle. Is that a corner kick? Man United have some defending to do, I believe. Bit unclear whether he's given. Have you given a corner or have you given a goal kick? I'm confused. Camera angle's not helping. Yes, it is a corner. A minute 50 in. Can't lie, early goal would suit us neutrals. Great, I can't lie. Livens this up. Come on, Murphy. Put this in a decent area. Let's see what Murphy's on. Oh, Trippier said, Murphy, get off this. I fancy this. All right, let's see what Kieran Trippier is going to do. Kieran Trippier to deliver. It's not a good one at all, really, and it's dealt with by Man United. Anthony will try to give chase. Ultimately, this is a Man United counter-attack. I think he's earned a throw-in, but that was quite poor. Hopefully, it's a good game of football, folks. If you haven't commented, smash the like button, etc., then what are you doing? Benzema hat-trick. Crazy. Boy. Newcastle win be great. 0-0 be better. I hear that. David De Gea kicks it into the channels. Decent pass, actually. He's found Shaw. Shaw's kept it moving. Bruno, that's a ball from Bruno, you know. I can't lie. That's a ball to Rashford. Marcus Rashford down this left-hand side. Checks in and out. Forgets to take the ball with him. I can't lie. Credit where due. Bruno, that was a sexy pass. Newcastle attempt to clear their lines. And there's a decent ball into the channels for Isaac. He's up against Varane. Holds off Varane. But then you've got Mr. Butcher throwing for Newcastle. Technically, he's got his team further up. I mean, it's only 3 minutes, but it looks fairly end-to-end. The sun's shining up there. Feels like one of them games where there's drama, there's controversy and all these things, but we need to see the deadlock broken. Hi, DJ in the nation. Here to be a neutral fan, but slightly looking for a draw. I hear that. I'm looking for agendas, man. It'd be nice to terrorize my group chat if certain teams lose. Draw would be all right. But such as where we are on the table, it don't really matter what's going on really at this moment in time. Smash the like button if you haven't done such already, folks. Things you love to see. Scott McTominay, ironically, has been linked with a move to Newcastle, folks. De Gea's cleared his lines. Dan Burn wins it on his head. Joe Willock chasing his first touch. Somehow it's indirectly found St. Maximin. St. Maximin finds Joe Willock. Joe Willock, come on. Me, this is why we sold you, bro. That was meaty. The lot read that well. I think he's earned a goal kick. Looking for a Martial win if he gets off the bench. I'm still doing Martial. Like, good player, but you always get United fans biting when you mention Martial. Martial hat-trick would be nice. Boy, we'll have to wait and see. De Gea to take this goal kick. He says we're going long. David De Gea. Somehow it's falling all the way to McTominay. McTominay forgetting the football, though. Couple of nonchalant touches from both teams, really. Both teams need to be a bit sharper when they're receiving. Oh, it's going to be one of them games where it's just direct. It's very end-to-end. Scott McTominay, dispossessed. Sabitzer tries to punch it in behind Newcastle's defence. Joe Willock, bit of trickery there. Dan Burn, get Bruno Guimaraes. Track can't find St. Maximin. Monsieur Sabitzer, he's found Anthony. What can Anthony do up against Dan Burn? Skips past one, skips past two. Does very well to find Sabitzer. Sabitzer, it's a very important block. If he finds a teammate, it's 1-0 Man United. Lisandro Martinez has done very well. If he doesn't make that counter-attack, he's actually giving it away, but he prevented a good Newcastle counter-attack. Again, end-to-end stuff. Murphy checks inside. How are you still at Newcastle? Finds Trippier. Delivers. It's to the back post. Isaac gets his head to it. Dan Burn. Oh, Longstaff, apologies. He's fluffed his lines. Both teams should have conceded early on already. How's he fluffed his lines there? Good play from Newcastle. It's a bit like if Sabitzer's cross finds a Man United man, they score. I don't know how Longstaff hasn't put that in the back of the net. Big chance. Big chance. Credit to Isaac for heading it back across. Good move from Newcastle. It's headed back across by Isaac. Longstaff's touch hasn't helped him. Fair enough. Martinez has got a block on there as well. But he didn't look like he ever believed in himself. And really, it's nothing to do with Martinez, but Longstaff, it's a terrible attempt. From a United perspective, that's the best man you want the ball to fall to. David De Gea to go long with his goal kick once again. It's flicked on. Bit of head tennis from both teams going on at the moment. Mazzo. Isaac's not happy. This could be I think this has got the shapings to be a decent game. YouTube ones, if you haven't smashed the like button, you know what to do. Twitch. Bruno Fernandes, only he'll know if he meant that. He's a bit crafty out of possession. Trippier. Shout out to Hans. What do you think of Willock these days? Playing at his right level. To be fair, I think you're kind of fortunate to be at Newcastle still. The ambition there, guy, and you could become obsolete. Hold on. Well, it's offside, actually. done a good job for himself, man. We've done well to get 30 million. He's doing all right. I still don't know what Joe Willock's strengths are. Like he's all getting no idea, in my opinion, respectfully to him. Right. At Arsenal, everyone used to say he's a good player. I asked what he got, what makes him a good player, and I'm not saying he's a bad one, but like there's levels. And I asked what does he require? Oh, he puts a shift in. That's dead. Obviously, he was scoring goals on loan, and that it's not sufficient. Not a bad player. Happy for him. Hey, London, that, but yeah. Martinez. Who has Martinez found here? Bruno Fernandes. He's clipped it over the top. Doesn't quite feed Marcus Rashford there. Can't lie, both teams being quite poor on the ball, man. Bruno Gomares finds Joe Willock. Joe Willock. See what I'm saying? Joe Willock, this is the technical level, almost sold his teammates short there. Bruno already having to go at other people despite his poor play / position. So I take it you're quite frustrated with Bruno Fernandes. Isaac, ooh, not a foul, ref. Come on. I think that's again. I want United to lose if someone has to, and I need to see that again. But I don't think that's a foul on Isaac. Can't tackle anymore. All right, ref. That's a great call. It's terrible from Lissandro. Probably should be booked. Got nowhere near it. Then that's the risk you take when you like to get tight and be aggressive. Crazy. 9 minutes in, folks. Newcastle 0, Manchester United 0. Dan Burn. What can Dan Burn do? Punches it down the channels. Joe Willock just about keeps it. Bruno Gomares. I have to give credit to the way Newcastle are moving it. Josh Murphy. It's here with Trippier now. Trippier. Terrible from him. Terrible from him. Nonchalant. Luke Shaw's done well defensively. Overplayed, but yeah. Fairly sloppy game from both teams so far. Shame they both can't lose. I'm here for that. Longstaff. This man's horrible, man. Horrible footballer. Horrible footballer, Longstaff, man. Only in England do you make it. Crazy. Boy, it's not the most of exciting games anymore. Apologies if you already answered this, but what are your thoughts on Rodgers sacking? He's overdue, probably. Slightly overstayed his welcome. Team looks stale. Don't think he's been helped in the transfer market, but overdue, man. And they're fighting relegation. How funny would it be if United drop out of the top four? Probably not going to happen this year, but it would be. United could be in here. Weghorst. First time I said his name, Scott McTominay. That's the end of that where Scott McTominay is concerned. Trippier. Longstaff. Gomares. Oh, Weghorst. You have to foul him. Lovely, cute little nutmeg by him. Set up a booby trap there. Varane clears his lines. Longstaff is still living off that United goal. Every now and again, he's linked with Man United. They got to be bugging out. Every time I watch Bruno Gomares, I just think what could have been. Oh, I was about to say Weghorst could have had the last laugh. He could have said, "You got a nutmeg. I could have scored." Instead, he's hit the side netting. Positive move by Man United. And Anthony got back in blood for one of his teammates, Nutmegs FC's. Boy. Still 0-0, folks. "12 minutes in. I feel bad for Vieira, but I like a bit of Roy Hodgson at Palace." Didn't he say he was retiring? Needs to call it a day, man. Anthony could be in here up against Dan Burn. What can he do? Ooh. Skips passing. Good little player. Bobbing and weaving. Waits for teammates. Finds the lot. Oh, the lot. I don't know if that was the cross he was aiming for. Trippier's probably put his team more in danger, and he's given away a throw-in, really, that he didn't need to give away. I think it's Matty. I think this one's Matty. 13 minutes in, folks. Surely Anthony's clattered. And I mean, the quicker Dan Burn gets booked from a United perspective, they're better. Can't get over that from Bruno Gomes. That was silly. There was no need for that. Skillers. Probably because I don't know why Crystal Palace sacked him, but everything from 12th to 20th is there's not too many points. Anthony is down for Manchester United, folks. Right. I'm from the Netherlands. Ruud Holland was laughing at Weghorst not scoring against Gibraltar on the same talk show. He was criticizing Van Dijk. Well, there you have it. Weghorst shouldn't be playing for a club like Man United, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, you work hard, you put in a shift, but there needs to be ability as well. The correlating things are not correlating. Big up you lot tuned in, people. If you haven't smashed the like button, make sure you do such. Saint Maximin. I want to see the tempo go up. I want to see the quality improve of the game, really. We need a moment of madness. Could this be it? Isaac, oh, United with some defending to do. Saint Maximin. The offside flag appears to stay down. Skillers against Skillers. Anthony up against Saint Maximin. Skips past one, skips past two. The shot's not on. Saint Maximin bringing out the party tricks. Probably needs to find a teammate. Bruno Gomes, man on. Tries to play a 1-2 with someone else. Ref doesn't agree with a foul. Shabitza killed Weghorst, really, and kind of killed any hope United have of a counter-attack. I mean, Ruud Gullit is a hater, but one thing I give the Dutch, I really like how they talk about football, because there's none of these things they do in England where obviously everyone's got agendas and all these things, but the Dutch are honest. If you played good, you played good. If you've been crap, you've been crap. Like, if you're doing silly things and you've not been in good form, they're on them. In England, they mask it. Ball into the box. Newcastle, De Gea, mad save, double save thing. Crazy. United on the ropes at the moment, playing a bit of keep ball, struggling to get out their own half. Newcastle up in the ante. St. James's Park is not a nice place to go. It appeared that De Gea definitely made the first save. I'm not sure about what happened for the reaction, but he done very well. Newcastle coming back down this right-hand side. Murphy just twists up Luke Shaw. And then, yeah, he showed why he's Josh Murphy, innit? Big save by the... See, I can't lie. The second one is a big save. I think it's two things. I think it's a big save by De Gea and a poor finish from Joe Willock, because he thumped it straight at him. Should be scoring there. Wow. Luke Shaw is getting done on the left-hand side. When do Brazilians ever need an excuse to do skillers? United trying to counter-attack here. Bruno Gomes, what a guy, bro. Bring up Newcastle, but Arsenal, how is this guy not in the middle of the park at the Emirates? Seriously. Absolute baller. Absolute baller. Saint Maximin up against Delot. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? He does. He tries to wrap it. The angle was there. We weren't enough on it, into the hands of De Gea. Saint Maximin's always entertaining. He's hella random, man. Don't know what he's on. Weghorst is rated by no one in the Netherlands. How shameless from United fans to gas him up. I can see them keeping him for a season, but they probably need to buy an elite striker. He's just part of the squad. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash such, people. Again, 17 minutes in, is still 0-0. Isaac loses out. Bruno Fernandes finds Marcus Rashford. Rashford has had nothing, no joy, really and truly. Marcus Rashford taking too long. That's horrible, Rashford. You're lucky. To be fair, Bruno saved you. Bruno Fernandes has done very well. Anthony, can he get a shot away? Ooh, he can, but there's no... He tried to go for the curler. There's 0% curl on it. Another big opportunity that arrives to nothing. So look his medium. Newcastle trying to play out from the back here. It's actually a good phase of play. Who's that found? Trippier. Kieran Trippier. Tries to hit it down the channels. Asking a lot of his at there. Asking a lot of De Gea. De Gea just has to put it out for a throw in. Prevention's better than cure. To be fair, good from the keeper to read the game. Isaac forgetting the ball. In fact, he's been given a bit of fortune there. Isaac, does he fancy the shot? Doesn't take the shot. Finds Joe Willett. Joe Willett finds Saint Maximin. Saint Maximin on his left hand side. Oh, breakdance. Oh! Delivers and Longstaff. Wide. I can't lie. One has to wonder how many opportunities do Newcastle need. Joe Willett went close. Longstaff had an effort. They need to do a lot more better. Eddie got blood in his hands for bottling Bruno Gomares. Still, what a player this guy is. One has to wonder, are Manchester United going to make Newcastle United pay for these mistakes? Well, better yet, mistakes. Missed chances not being taken. Long ball forward. Won by Newcastle again. Isaac. Murphy. Isaac. Oh, he tried to rip someone. That would have been a rip. Bruno Gomares clattered his player. Ref has said play on. There's no way that could be a play on. There's been 6 shots so far. 5 have come from... there's been 6 shots. 5 have come from Newcastle. 3 have been on target from Newcastle. United have had 1 shot. None on target. If Newcastle get a decent striker in the summer, they're flying. I'm sorry, but Willock is actually so painfully meaty. He's meaty, man. It's cool, you're our guy, but you just couldn't believe the hype when some fans didn't want him to leave. Can't believe Brendan Rodgers is gone. Long ball forward, searching for Rashford. Rashford can't bring it under. It's cleared by Newcastle. Anthony and Joe Willock both playing a game of chicken. Joe Willock having none of what Anthony's doing, and he set Saint Maximin. Can Saint Maximin keep it on just about? He's by himself on his left-hand side. What can the Newcastle number 10 make happen? Skips past 1, past 2. Terrible pass from him. Newcastle have given it straight back to Man United. I don't know what Bruno was doing, but Joe Willock says thank you. It'll be a throw-in, however, for United. End-to-end stuff, but within this 20 minutes, meaty. 10 out of 20 Premier League managers have been fired this season. Crazy. Do you know what? Off the top of my head, don't say any, let me actually try and think of who's been sacked. Don't ruin it. I'll get you lots of help in a sec. I'm trying to guess. All right, 1, I'm gonna say Vieira. Bit of trivia. Throw into Man United. All right, I don't remember when Tuchel was sacked, but I'm gonna include Tuchel. Rodgers, we've just seen that. Conte, we've just seen that. Vieira, I said. I'm trying to think. 10 managers. 10 managers have been clipped. Scott Parker, I want to say. Scott Parker / someone at Bournemouth. Hassan Hutel. March. So Vieira, Tuchel, Rodgers, Conte, I think Scott Parker, that one there, VAR. Hassan Hutel, March. So I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gerrard. Lampard. 8. There's no more managers, man. There's no more managers. Speaking of managers, people, Ten Hag not impressed with the constant stop starting from the referee. Dan Burn, off topic, is being given the talking to by the ref. He's gonna, again, we've been here as a Sunday League fullback. When you're playing these tricky wingers, it's long, and he's clearly trying to frustrate Anthony. If he hasn't been booked, he will be booked soon. He's making as many fouls as he could. Well, there can't be no other managers. What? Vieira, Tuchel, Rodgers, Conte, maybe Parker, Hassan Hutel, March, Gerrard, Lampard. Who else? Who am I missing out? I must have got them all, man. Nonetheless, Sabitzer, Luke Shaw. Oh, yeah, Wolves. Oh, yeah, you're right, Who was Wolves again? Can't remember, man. Luke Tegi's taking the job. Who was Wolves again? Damn. You're right. 10 gaffers have left. It's crazy. And then, obviously, if you was to do sack race, like next managers who could get sacked, David Moyes has to score up there. David Moyes is up there. Smash the like button, folks. 100% David Moyes is up there. Potter, surely. My expected goals for McGinn and that, like, you're out your depth, man. Like, even if that's right, which I don't think the information, you just don't come out. You can't be Chelsea boss saying that. Out of his depth. That's a soft free kick to give in Newcastle's favour, but a good one. Leeds, March. Potter's been sacked twice this season. Bournemouth and Club Brugge, innit? Pete. Leeds gaffer could lose his role again, Javi Garcia. But he probably knows I'm gone. Anyone, and if you're 12th to 20th, anyone can get relegated. It's peak for everybody, realistically. Free kick to Newcastle United once again, folks. Shout out to you lot for being tuned in. Delivered, comes to nothing. Ultimately. Hopefully we see improvement in that regards. Game just needs a goal, man. Approaching the half-hour mark. Newcastle probably played better. Nathan Jones. Hey. Yeah, how can I forget him? Original comedian. He was comedy gold in some of the press conferences. Murphy. Yeah, the camera. I thought he scored a screamer. Anthony trying to fight Dan Burn looks like a kitten fighting an adult dog. It's the size of the fight in the dog, but yeah, man. Dan Burn's one of them guys you have to rush, really. Look at him. Crazy. Right. Newcastle looked a lot better than Man United, but again, this sometimes you have to go away from home and be able to absorb pressure and things. And obviously, it's always the player that's missing. But I think this is where they miss. I think Man United, evidently, especially away from home, I think they miss Eriksen because of how he plays, and I think they miss Casemiro. The lot aiming to get United further up the field, need to pass the ball. He's played it behind Rashford. Rashford's fouled there. That's Dan Burns, the original dark art specialist. How has he got away? I have to applaud. And he's found a good pass to St. Maximin. St. Maximin gets past Bruno Fernandes, plays Longstaff. He's probably going to mess up the move. Joe Willock, he's definitely finished with you. Oh, he done the basic pass, big him up. Where's Bruno Gomes, man? Someone I got a lot of time for. What a player. Newcastle move it from back to front. Well, this is why I'm scared of Newcastle, because they're doing the right things on the pitch, off it in terms of some of their recruitment. I want them to be like when City were buying Alano and Joe and all of these guys. They need to be erratic. They're a problem. Pardon me, Bruno Fernandes. Ooh. That's also a sign of frustration, man. Anthony and Rashford just switching sides for a bit. How did Dan Burn get away with that foul on Rashford? I have to respect it. Rashford's vexed, his boot, throwing his boot on the floor and that. He's right to be vexed. He's fully within his rights to be absolutely vexed. I think the ref's been done there. Come on, ref, don't ruin the game, man. Let the game flow, man. Any of you watch AJ's fight yesterday? Can't lie, he needs to cool it. He's my guy, boy. It's meaty, man. You won on the technical thing, you never won. Oh, Southampton fired 2 to make the last one. There you have it. So Nathan Jones was killing me. He was talking like Pep Guardiola. He's like, you lot just need to go and look at his press conferences, man. Comedy gold. I couldn't believe anyone were making a bigger deal of it. Nick Pope, kind of an aimless pass. Isaac's done all right there, but I don't see what Pope was trying there. Lisandro Martinez has done very well there. Shabisa, 27 minutes on the clock. I don't know. You have to go on Google for that AJ thing. Dan Burn. Longstaff. Dan Burn tries to punch it into the channels. The lot in possession. Goes back to De Gea. De Gea to Luke Shaw. Fair enough. United haven't gone anywhere, but they've done well in possession here. Varane. Scott McTominay. This is where it starts to turn rubbed. Rashford, McTominay. See where it starts to turn rubbed. McTominay just about keeps possession. It's a better period for Man United. 40 likes. Can we keep going? It's a much better period from United. Varane goes home. The lot. De Gea. Approaching the last 15 minutes of this first half. Lisandro Martinez finds Sabitzer. Luke Shaw. And Anthony looking disbelief if they're giving it away again. Bruno Gomares, who I'm sure everyone in the top 6 would want. Arsenal, United, Liverpool, Spurs would kill for him. You definitely start at City. Well, I don't know about start at City. That's cap in fact. But you play. I think that there's not a team. I don't think there's a team in the Premier League that won't have him. And he's giving away a foul at this moment in time. 0-0, boys. AJ looked tired against Franklin. I can't lie, Franklin was mashing him up. Big up the Franklin guy. I can't lie, anytime AJ wins on technical points, I'm not trying to hear it, man. Start picking some hard fights, but then again, I understand it because there's not too many great heavyweight fights out there, and half of them, they not like if AJ goes and fights Fury, unless it's absolute madness, you lose that payday, innit? Because unless it's a madness where everyone wants to see like multiple fights, you've lost that payday. So it's probably a game of chicken. His interviews were hilarious. In my opinion, Harry Kane is a seasoned professional footballer, golden boy. I don't see the link. Never been a golden boy. He weren't a teenager doing it or as a young man. He's a great player and has been for a number of years, though. Bruno Fernandes gives it to Delort. Where is it? Wan-Bissaka. In fact, this ain't the game for you. Varane. Rashford on your right hand side. Apologies, people. It's putting me to sleep now. It's getting a bit boring. Better than this. Weghorst, bit of a passenger, anonymous. Would you take Guimaraes over Declan Rice? 100%. Like, Bruno Guimaraes can do what Declan can. Declan can't do what he does. Saint Maximin. Joe Willock, hit it. Helander. Corner kick. Yeah, it is. That's what's going to let down Joe Willock. His decision making isn't crisp enough, isn't good enough, and isn't fast enough. Oh. But he's a decent player. He's not bad. Decent for the squad. Tried to wrap it. Didn't happen for him. But the thought around it was good. From Willock. Lovely to see a fellow Haaland boy playing football in that, man. Corner kick to Newcastle United. See what they can bring to the table. Nothing. Man United are dying for some ball carrying midfielders who can pass. I think everybody is in different ways, really. Just under 15 minutes. Throw into Newcastle. Joe Willock plays it square, finds Kieran Trippier. He's inverted. Trippier, Guimaraes. Josh Murphy's out wide. It's here with Trippier again. I'm not looking forward to coming to St. James's Park. I'm not going to lie to you lot. This is a serious ground now. It's going to be a very difficult place to grab 3 points or anything. That's a foul for Newcastle, surely. An evident foul. How's he got away with that one? Newcastle could be in it. Let me put this down. Trying to find Arsenal transfer news, folks. Muted? Are you sure? Really? I hope not. Man United could be in there if you can hear me. Boy. Oh! Saved by Pope. All right, cool. Appreciate that. It feels like one goal sparks this into life, man. Obviously, being away from home, I think United, you've got no Casemiro, no Eriksen. There's no ball carrying. There's no physical presence. But Newcastle are having chances and not really taking them. And I'd say it's an even contest. Yeah, off the ball, they're looking a mess at times. Josh Murphy, St. Maximin has Joe Willock to his left. Head up, Joe Willock. Head up, head up. He's tried to shoot again. See, this is stuff, man. This is meaty. Oh, Weghorst climbing all over Botman there. Has ref played advantage? I think the ref has said advantage. Good call, to be fair. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Good ball by Trippier to find Josh Murphy. Josh Murphy. Is it Josh Murphy? I hope so. One of my saving graces is that you have to go to St. James's Park and Anfield. Surely one of them can do a job. True. Still have to play City, Newcastle, and Liverpool, and some other tough games as well. Trippier delivers, headed out by Weghorst. How long do you think it will take Vieira to get a next gig? I'm not sure. In theory, it should. I don't know, man. Maybe a few months in the best of days. Would be good if United finish fifth. Take some time to buy soap and razors. Time out to buy soap and razors. You're moving mad. Kevin Botman. Dan Burn. To be fair, you'd be a decent fifth choice at Arsenal. You could play left back as well. Actually be all right, you know. I wish you could get signed up for in time for Anfield. Josh Murphy. Oh, that was a good option. Isaac blocked by Varane. The final third is letting Newcastle down. They're putting good moves together, but once it gets to the final third, things are just breaking. Speaking of breaking, United looking to lead a counter-attack. Rashford on this right-hand side. That was tired skills, but he gets past Dan Burn-ish. Great tackle by Dan Burn. He does a get back. That's kind of poor from Rashford, if I'm honest with you. Still 0-0, folks. Vieira to Leicester, a possibility could be the man for the rebuild. Assuming they stay up, and what would be their plans as well, man? Because if I'm Telemans, if I probably not commit my future, but I'm definitely not now. I'm sure he's contracted until 2024. I'm sure they're asking Maddison. And then he's put a ball into the box. It's been headed out by a Newcastle man once again. Trippier. Brave play from him, but they've given it away. United could be about to score here. Nope. Been tackled. St. Maximin begging for the ball. Dan Burn, that was meaty. That was a meaty attempt. I mean, the man said Dan Burn, long stuff. St. Maximin tried. It's a good start from Newcastle. Joe Willock just overhits, underhits, shoots for no reason at times. I'm happy I don't see this at Arsenal no more, if I'm honest. But big him up. I'm really happy I don't. Farad. Oh, man. I think Vieira will end up in League One. He might go back to his homeland. Marcus Rashford back on this left-hand side. Looked like there was a foul off the ball there. Has he given a pen? Looks like the boy who cried wolf with Bruno Fernandes. I actually don't know if he's giving a pen or a corner at this moment. What actually happened? So the ball came out to Marcus Rashford. Nah, I need to see again. No, it could be given. Again, I need to see again and again and again. Is he never given a corner? Well, I mean, you'd imagine VAR would have had a look. Bruno, this is what I mean. Boy cried wolf. Nonetheless, Newcastle have been allowed to carry on playing. Game just needs to go, man. Bruno, you're the captain. Keep your head, lad. Keep your head, lad. What are you doing? 37 minutes on the clock, people. It's been an okay opening period, but there's been no goals. No goals, no goals, no goals, no goals. Hopefully we can see something. So, got St. Maximin to his left, finds him. St. Maximin putting on the burners. What can he do? Finds Longstaff. Longstaff pass it. Oh, Longstaff. Decent effort. But these efforts need to hit the target. Newcastle have had chances. None of them have troubled De Gea. Man said Bruno makes me sick. I think it makes everyone sick. Good effort. We all thought that was heading in, but it didn't. Smile from Eddie Howe. Once again, Newcastle and Man United are drawing 0-0, folks. Boy, United could be in here. No, they can't. Kamara's. Longstaff. It's very end-to-end, but once it gets to the final third, the lot's done well. Very important header to win. Anthony. Oh, lovely little flick from the Brazilian winger to find the lot. Can his delivery? That's a good delivery. Oh. Don't know how a United man hasn't tapped that into the back of the net. That was the first real good bit of play, I feel, from Man United. He's got to give credit to the lot for winning the header and a lovely, cute little flick down the right-hand channel from Anthony. It's a decent knock by the lot. If I'm critical, I think Weghorst's position could be a lot better, and there's only two players in the box, Weghorst and obviously Rashford. Why is that? Where are the other United attackers? Trippier. Sar's attempted to clear his lines. Luke Shaw's pull it out. 4 to 6 minutes of added on time. I think there's 4 minutes left of normal time. I'd imagine there's about 2 minutes of added on time at the end here. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button as well. Oh, Isaac. St. Maximin. Varane. Look at Varane. What a bit of recovery there. St. Maximin. What was that? Joe Willock! Come on, brother. Come on, fam. Take your hands off your head. No. What man are doing all of this? No, it was dead. No. You know they weren't close. Don't look to the sky. God can't help you unless you help yourself. Come on, man. Isaac did very well to even get you in that scenario. And so did St. Maximin. Newcastle have had several chances. As I keep saying, they get into the final third well, but you don't win games like that. You have to put it in the back of the net. Joe Willock has had a couple. Longstaff has a couple. How many do they want? Big up, DG. You well. I'm good, Mohammed, man. One love for asking. My team's stinking out the place. What does say stinking out the place? But at some point, you got to throw some punches back. You're taking a lot. You're bobbing and moving. But some of it is systemic because of the personnel. Varane. Anthony. In fact, we might be able to do something here. Anthony's only got Weghorst in the box to aim for. Kind of bottled it with his right peg ends a corner. Newcastle don't want to win this year. If they keep finishing like this, I agree. 100% they don't want to win. How many times have we seen in football the opposition gets one chance and the game's flipped on its head? We've been here before. Said Hog writing down the notes and that. Joe Willett can't shoot. Nah, but come on, Willett, man. Come on, Willett. Like, come on. I'm only asking you because I expect better. Come on. Like, seriously now. You even used to score goals. Corner kick to Man United. Anthony, I don't know what he tried to do there. I don't know what he tried to do. Again, take your hands out your mouth. It's not close. That was poor. Yeah, man, the game's dead, man. I want to go bed. I'm done acting like Weghorst is good. We, United, can't keep the ball. You ain't got your first choice midfielders and you don't have suitable backups. McTominay's in. Fred will probably give you... No, to be fair, I don't know, man. McTominay's probably more conservative, so probably statistically his ball retention probably be better. But McTominay just put in for the trenches. He's just there to work hard. On the ball now, you're not going to get too much consistently. Joe Willock, St. Maximin. Come on, make him dance, man. Oh, he's put the burners on. Skillers. St. Maximin twisting, turning, sets it to Isaac. Oh, no, it's not a handball. Lissandro's hands are down, and it's quite mad that a defender has to defend like this. Like, you're in my box. Why? And I have to defend like this. I feel sorry for defenders, but nonetheless, he done well there. Anthony. Exactly, he hides. He's just there to try and win the ball back and make fouls. Varane asking a lot of Anthony there. Anthony can't bring that down. Saint Maximin is dangerous, man. No, how can you get humble for that? Other than Hudson-Odoi and Mudryk, who's your favorite player to slander? I don't slander them. I'm talking facts. Hudson-Odoi ain't scoring in the Bundesliga. Mudryk is not on nothing. Like, in fact, I'm not getting on to Mudryk. I think he's, after seeing Jorginho and all these players, he's running down his price tag. I don't think he done. I wouldn't say I don't have much. Mudryk, only because you're talking, you spoke about I want to play for Arteta, what a coach, and all of that jazz. We have to agree this match is not living up to how we hyped it. Second half may bring a change, but it's actually been a lot better than I anticipated, really. But yeah, we're on the edge of the half. For Ten Hag, I don't think his team's been terrible, but Pope's had nothing to do in goal. For Newcastle, from Eddie Howe, I'm sitting there and saying you need to score because really they could have had 2, maybe 3. They're just not efficient or effective in front of goal. Probably with Rashford's form, if he was playing this exact game but against Man United in a Newcastle shirt, they're probably a goal up or so. Longstaff, Joe Willock have not taken their chances. Approaching the end of the first half, people. McTominay, we were just speaking about him. We've seen him concedes a foul. McTominay and Weghorst, meaty. Not United quality players, well. Man United, unfortunately, I grew up rivaling. Which is good if they want to keep signing these kind of dons, but yeah, it's a bit of a mockery now. Free kick to Newcastle, nonetheless, folks. Appreciative to you lot tuned in. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash such. It's headed on by Newcastle. Attempted clearance by Delort. Has he got any volume on that? Dan Burn and Longstaff fighting. Every Newcastle player fighting. We're only getting a minute of added on time. That tells you everything on this half so far, folks. And I'm definitely getting a coffee in a sec. Newcastle have been the better team, but being the better team, what does that mean? You need to score the goals. Luke Shaw. Definitely didn't sign him for his goals, but so Rashford and that league could shine. Is he shining? Ref. Sabisa brought down. $15 seconds left of this first half. Luke Shaw's played it short. Can't lie, Fred's got to be a candidate to come in at halftime. Varane. The lot. Back to Varane. Bit of an aimless pass from Varane. Boy. And with that, the end of the first half is 0-0, folks. Again, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. I'll be back in just a sec.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Finally, this game was like Arsenal away, where you could see some goals and that. Unfortunately, it's not. Back again, folks. Smash the like button and all of that good stuff. What have you lot been saying in relation to the game? It's brazy. Newcastle doing up training drills in our box. It's shameless. DG, who's the dream player we sign in the summer? For me, it would be Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong, Bellingham, them kind of brothers. Newcastle should have had at least one of those goals. Getting dominated by Newcastle when they think they're progressing under Ten Hag. Bit harsh. I think they are progressing under Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag's a bit like where Arteta was at a point where he's trying to implement good practices and certain questions to ask yourselves in certain situations. But some players he doesn't have. Some players are just not good enough. And a bit like when we had to play three at the back or play a certain sort of way with certain individuals, I think some of it is that you can have all the plans in your world. If you ain't got certain players, you've just got to do what you can in it. I still think United are not on the front foot enough in games. And a lot of it, like today, is personnel, man. There's enough to ask questions about the midfield. You got no Eriksen, no Casemiro. Probably, as somebody said, McTominay's not on playing football. Who else is in midfield? Bruno unbalances a team in the best of days. You've got Sabitzer, who's decent. He's just in there really, but on his own. Newcastle have more stability as a team. That's why you can see a better unit. You can see Longstaff having a lot of joy in the game. Gamara's being the conductor. Whoever else is in midfield doing what they're doing. You know, even Murphy's looking all right, linking up with Trippier. Really, you know, St. Maximin obviously is a tricky customer. But you've got to take your chances. And they're not doing such. I expected this type of game. A draw is written on the cards. Come true if you want to. These men are getting cut like jollof rice, but aren't losing. Man, you luck is generational. Newcastle only got themselves to blame. You know, how many times have we seen a team put a next team under sustained pressure? United in this incident might get one chance, and it's done. Now, even Isaac, man, he's all right still. I can't lie. Newcastle got a decent team and a good manager, but we need them to fail. Sorry, Newcastle fans, because you're not going to be a problem to everyone in the top six. Good save by Isaac. That's the chance that should have been scored. It's a good second save by De Gea, but Joe Willock has an empty net and he's shot straight into Donny. Him and Longstaff should have been doing a thing. St. Maximin, forget playing against him. It's a myth. I'll allow Longstaff for that, but that was meaty. Yisha is the only player that's comfy on the ball. I think you'd have asked Varane to play in possession a bit too much as well. That's a bit harsh. Sabitza's there. Rashford needs to be kind of fed. You know, he ain't being fed. Anthony's frustrating. There's something. Instagram. There's something in Anthony, but he's doing frustrating stuff, but he's showing he's up for it. I think everyone wanted Bruno Gomes at Arsenal, but that one's gone. Unless we wake up one day. I don't think Newcastle will get top 4 this season. Well, if the top 4 was to stay where it is now, I'd love for them to take Spurs' spot. So I think we're all in general agreement that Newcastle probably been the better team. Hopefully the second half is a better encounter. I want to see a goal, man. I should have bought more biscuits with me. I feel sorry for Man U forward / midfielders for having to play with Weghorst. Harsh. Boy, I wonder what Ten Hag be saying. I wonder actually what Ten Hag and Eddie Howe be saying. There's got to be moments for both teams that have been less so much Newcastle, but nervy. I think there's positives for both teams, and I think evidently there's negatives. So Maximin has improved a lot. Waffles or pancakes? Pancakes, but they're not like they're American style pancakes. I don't really like the ones that like the pan ones. Will it take too long to process the situation? Sometimes we'll get no idea. No, let Spurs get it. That's their trophy. Nah, man. That's the only thing that Spurs can salvage this season is some Champions League football for next year. Forget that. I want Spurs to come crashing down. They need to go back to when they were 10th, 11th, 12th. No place being there. Myth. Hear that Newcastle ain't got any reliable goal scorers except Wilson and he's mad injury prone. Probably do need a striker. The problem is with Newcastle that they're in an attractive position, but right now they ain't got, if they got champs, then it's peak. So you like people tweet, you can see why Joe Willock could make it at Arsenal. Done well to Bandili, 30 million. I'm here for this. What is the statistics saying, man? Because I actually don't think Man United had a shot on target there, you know. I'd be amazed if there was genuinely a shot on target. I can just remember Anthony and the lot having a decent little partnership thing. And he put a ball in and nothing. No one got on the end of it. Man United have had 2 shots, none on target. Newcastle have had 11 shots, 3 on target. In terms of possession, Newcastle have had 52 to 48. In terms of passes, Newcastle have played 215 to Man United's 204. Got to give them credit because Newcastle probably tried to play forward a lot longer and a lot more of the time. They've had 3 corners, United have had 1. So United might be fortunate. Why did Arsenal get rid of Iwobi? We were bringing in other players and Newcastle put bread down that was too good to turn down. Spurs are the only Big Six club because they don't like us and we don't like. Exactly. Spurs are measured to just further highlight if Arsenal are doing bad. Like, let's be honest. Like, Spurs' relevance is that when Arsenal was messing about, not really doing what we could or set out to do at the Emirates, you saw Spurs on something. They're not drillers. You know, I as much as I hate to say it, I can accept nonsense from Chelsea fans, from City fans, from Liverpool fans, from United fans. And they should accept it back from Arsenal and everyone else because everybody's done hits. What has Spurs done? What has Spurs done? Football ends tomorrow. What has Spurs done? Cool, we got Invincible. Some man got treble. Chelsea got their thing. City got Pep. So on have Klopp come at Liverpool and done something as well. What has Spurs done? Yeah, Jose, Conte, Poch, fantastic managers. Power shift hype them times. What have they done? Stop, man. Nice stadium, though. I'm sure Beyonce and Wizkid are looking forward to performing there. Crazy. Crazy. Spurs need new ownership. Yep. Daniel Levy don't care about nothing else. Absolutely crazy. Don't appear there's anything else in the world of football. I think United is going to win. Same. The more it stays like this, Spurs are basically Everton at their full potential. That's not nice. You said it, not me though. So Maximin for Newcastle in the first half has had 100% take on success, won 100% of his duels, 94% pass accuracy, 22 touches, 5 chances created, which is the most, 4 touches in the up box and 1 foul. And he's doing what he can to entertain us. Leicester, Forest, Norwich have done more in English football than Spurs. But 100% Leicester. I've seen Leicester win the FA Cup and a Premier League title. I haven't seen Spurs do something. Salah finished DG. OG Salah would have breezed past Grealish. I can't really say Salah's finished. Look how many goals he's bagged under the radar. I'm sure Mo Salah's got a decent record this season. Let me check. I don't want to be capping. It's a bit like Kane. People are saying Kane's been poor. I know numbers ain't everything, but the goals are there. And I know you got to do a lot more, but surely you're attacking players. You just want numbers. Why is it not coming up with the statistics? What's going on? $12 Premier League goals so far. That's not bad at all. 12 goals. That's calm. Obviously, he's ultimately going to die by the standards he set. But, yeah, man. St. Maximin woke up and chose violence. Let's not call Salah. For Salah not finished. I know, obviously, whenever you sign a new deal, you're always going to be in issues, isn't it? As an Arsenal fan, I have to say, Kane is quality in Tottenham's best player. I mean, he come through Arsenal's academy. You know, we can be shameless and salute his thing. There's no pressure on Spurs as a club, man. Obviously, the fans are vexed, but winning's not everything. Winning to the other teams is. Spurs get praised, and yeah, of course I'm a Spurs hater. I support Arsenal, but they get praised for things Arsenal get slaughtered for. Oh, there's been a couple of nasty little nutmegs in that. There was no need of that from Anthony, and Gamar's is one earlier as well. I would say if I'm Dan Burn's a very good defender. But I want to stand corrected, but I don't know how long if he's been booked. And if he hasn't been booked, I'm not sure he'll go much longer. That's the angle. Yeah, I would get scared. If Spurs had serious owners, I can't lie, I'd be shook. I would be shook. I can't sit here and say I wouldn't, but they'll always hit a ceiling under Levy. You know, God forbid if Spurs won the league title this year, which they're not going to. I don't think Levy, I'm not saying he won't buy players. I'm not saying he won't whatever, but I think he'll be cool with that. He's not necessarily going to go and try get it the next year. And that's now where I want to see with Arsenal, if I'm completely honest with you, regardless of however this thing goes, you can see finally now for the last 18 months, we've been doing the right things as opposed to years of not. Keep building on that. Because obviously there's stagnation, but I once heard a quote, is there such thing as stagnation? You either go forward or backwards. If you rest on your laurels, you know where you're going. Conte meltdown. Bro, listen, Conte, great manager, but the Conte of Spurs, onto you. You should have been humble. When you lot beat us away from home, we bottled top 4, you told Arteta stop complaining, and then you started complaining consistently. How much do you think Tony goes for in the summer? His price could be affected by what's going on with the betting thing, but he's now been capped by England. He's been performing for the last couple of years. There'll probably be a couple of millions added on to Brentford because he probably means that much more to them. Pardon me, probably, I don't know. They could ask for what they want. Like, really, I would say with all the English tax considered and what the day is, trying to pay 50 odd million quid, but madness. Audi Cup kept Levy content for a while. As much as listening to these things, my chest, the truth is the truth. A good majority want Poch back under that believe that with P's means trophies, other than fourth and the new stadium is in progress. All the while, owners are laughing to the bank. The thing is, listen, if it's not banner, Spurs could be a top club. It's just Levy wants Beyonce, he wants Wizkid. It's anything you lot do is a fluke. Like if you win a cup, like, oh wow. He's not actively going out there and saying, yo, I want to do this. Because I'll be honest, as an Arsenal fan, the most shook I've ever been of Spurs was the first year they finished above us in years. And probably when it was less so much Son might have been about, but it was when it was Spurs, it was Kane and Dele. That's when I was like, okay. Second half has begun, people. Like, okay, could be in trouble here. Boy. Nonetheless, Newcastle, good tackle by Anthony. Spurs will never have a dynasty. We need Anthony Martial and Fred to replace McTominay and Weghorst. Well, 3 players out, 3 players in, 2 in. 3 players out in, 2 out. Crazy. Do you think Son to Barca is a good fit? Yeah, in terms of ability, but like, where's the longevity in Son? He could lock down that left-hand side. For Son and Kane, probably got to think about it. They're doing Isaac. St. Maximin, surely a foul given against Man United there. Winning the league is just important as potentially retaining it next year. The string of Spurs managers have had and not have any silverware shows it's a manager's thing. Bro, at best at Spurs, it'll be like it's where you hit a ceiling. Like, and it all depends because Spurs, Levy might go for a manager that's cool with that and can kind of overperform. You know, if look, we're watching Man United. I think Ten Hag will get Man United doing what they used to do and things. But he can have all the ideas he wants. If the sporting directors and owners and all that jazz isn't patterned, then he's going to hit a ceiling. That could be the same for Arteta. Currently, the club's singing in the same hymn sheet. The potential is kind of endless. Pep can't do anything that he wanted to do at City or Bayern or Barca unless they buy into what he's doing. Free kick, Trippier over. Is it going to be a madness? Meaty. It's hit Sarr in the head, and I think he's knocked himself out by mistake. Kane, Dele, Ericsson, Dembele with the back four of Rose, Alderweireld. Yeah, whatever year, I'll be fair to Spurs. Whatever year Spurs were unbeaten at White Hart Lane, like literally unbeaten, that was lit. They were lit. They were you. Sometimes you just have to sit there and applaud things. And I was reading an article in the Daily Mail now. Obviously, they're always going to make things up and make was up and things. But apparently, Daniel Levy said, I don't want to ever sell to Manchester United or Manchester City again. So that rules out a Kane saga again, if that was to be that, or the Kyle Walkers of this world, etc., etc. Martial and Jadon Sancho look on from the bench. Hello, mate. Yeah, what time are you going? Yeah, I'll be there like an hour or two, bro. So, big up Marcel's kid. Happy birthday to you. See? Family man and YouTuber, mate. Delhi was folding before folded. I don't know. Delhi was sick on that, but I don't know about that one. I know they gassed him and said he's better than Ozu. I don't know. He was late. I see the angle, but I don't know. He was the wonder kid before the wonder kid, though. Getting rubbed out in Turkey, and that is peak. Life comes at you quickly. Subscribe with Amazon Prime if you're watching this on Twitch. Big up the Twitch ones. Sar's finally up to his feet. Big him up. They gassed him so much. Bro, Delhi never had a position properly. Like, you lot was playing him off the left. It was working. And you could see, like, he was just playing on instinct. He would, like, even that goal against Crystal Palace, effing amazing goal. He's just doing instinctive things. As you get older, you still have to play on instinct, but you need to be a lot more calculated. And I think that, to go with injuries and everything else, this made a massive recipe for Delhi not to thrive. I saw a tweet. They tried to say early days Delhi was better than this Saka now. Come on, man. Yeah. But saying that, didn't Spurs sell Dele Alli for good money? Everton zanged themselves. I need to see how much he actually went for. Man United on this attack, people. Finally, Bruno Fernandes, baggy touch, but he tried. And Everton are even in problems financially because of what they're doing with their Ps, man. I do hope Dele Alli's good mentally, though, man. It can't be like, if we're saying all of this, what would you be saying for someone that's gone to a World Cup, Euros, played for England? Like, you must be sitting in your yard saying, I failed in that, man. Because I think, as much as the injuries and all these things, there are clearly some things in the background going on, some mental issues, which so it's a bit mad if you're going through that. You don't look like, if you saw the guy, ironically, we're watching Man United. Do you remember when MK Don sourced Man United in the cup? I think Benica Fobe was there in that. If you told me Delhi was gonna, at the age of 26, where you see our prime, 27 in a couple of weeks, actually, born on the 11th of April, 2 days before me, would have said, I would have believed you, because this is what happens in football. But I wouldn't have believed you. Like, I didn't think it'll go like this. Bloody hell, man. Life is cruel, man. Gave up football. Prime Ali or Prime, respect Walcott. Walcott's in 100 club, bro. Like, and I even have to start respecting Walcott, because the playing days, he was very, 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 very frustrating. But respect Walcott's thing. Bruno Gomares, you need to come North London, man. St. Maximin, someone's about to get cooked. Finds Guimarães, Brazil. Joe Willock, hopefully change his boots and then put on some shooting boots. Just play the square pass. Dan Burn, I don't even think Dan Burn knew that was coming to him. St. Maximin. Oh, this guy, man. He even made himself dizzy and dropped. This guy is a problem. Oh, I see. He tried to pass it. Maybe he should have shot. Anthony, another one who wants to do skills. Battle of the ballerinas on that side. I don't know if Wikipedia is true, but it says 10 million potentially rising to 40 if certain benchmarks were met. So Spurs are not getting that in it. Like, he probably hasn't. But Spurs, how much did Spurs initially buy Delhi for? Because if they got 10 million up front, They made the peace. The only one, the kid that kind of really worked out for them. John Bostock, all them brothers did not bang. Very bizarre. But it happens in life, man. Bruno Gomares. That's why I always say longevity is everything. Every footballer is going to have good or bad seasons, but very few last the distance. Like being past it before, like being past it, like this age is deep. Like at the end of the day, yeah, you look at it. We just had a World Cup. We had a Euros not too long ago as well. We got a Euros next year. I should be talking about Dele Alli and that. It's not happening, is it? Throw into Newcastle, people. This right hand side, Trippier's not trying to throw it. Forced to go all the way back home. Sarr goes all the way back to Nick Pope. Nick Pope had nothing to do today so far, really. Theo Walcott's only problem is he was indecisive, man. Every minute, one day I'm a striker, and then I'm a winger, now I'm a striker, now I'm a winger. Ref has played advantage there. Josh Murphy. Joe Willett. Dan Burn doing the underlap. St. Maximin puts it into the box. Ooh, camera angle made me almost believe McTominay was going to head that into his own net. Instead, he's pulled out for a corner. Wouldn't want to play against St. Maximin. I don't even think he knows what he wants to do next. It's just breakdancing and vibes. And if I had that technical level, gee, I'll be doing the same as well, man. Unpopular opinion, I wouldn't say he's cooking. I feel the pans have been turned on. The oil's there. I wouldn't say it's cooking. Like, cool, you're a tricky player and that, but I've seen St. Maximin do a lot more than this. He's beginning the process. He needs to turn it up a bit. Corner kick to Newcastle. It's taking short. It's one from the training ground. He's here with Joe Willock. It's squared. Hey, bang. Trippier. Josh Murphy's tried to put it back across. I see the angle, but trying to be too complicated. That was meaty still. That was meaty. They go again, though. Very meaty. Pardon me. Varane. Approaching the hour mark. Varane clears his lines. Doesn't get anywhere. Dan Burn. St. Maximin. Oh, that's played. Bruno Gomares couldn't take it at the right stride. Bruno Fernandes has done well for Man United. McTominay. But there's only 3 shirts. And McTominay's going to play a 5-yard pass to Anthony where he can't do. See, you killed him. Anthony's silly for that pass, but you killed him. You absolutely killed him. You've got Weghorst in him. You've ran to be 5 meters away from Anthony. You've waited till the defenders have covered his side and you've passed him the ball. Silly for McTominay there. Like, fewest touches this match. Weghorst has had 7 touches. That's less than Nick Pope. Raw. 67 likes, people. Can we get 100? Wow, that's actually crazy. I can't lie to you. The lot. And Man United live to fight another day. Luke Shaw. 10 minutes into the second half, folks. Luke Shaw has 3 options. Finds Marcus Rashford. Can United do a smash and grab? Marcus Rashford back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw doesn't deliver. He finds Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes switches possession and switches play. Can Anthony put it on his left foot? Apologies. Tries to do his best Bukayo Saka impression. Come on. McTominay having 25 touches as a 6 is disgustingly bad. It's hiding from the ball, bro. But at the same time, if you know what someone does, like, that's him. Martial allegedly is warming up. Newcastle have had 12 shots to Manchester United's 3. But it doesn't count for anything because there have been no goals yet. Appreciative to all of you lot tuned in. 30 more likes and we've hit 100 people. Let's see what else is going on in the world of football. Ten Hag seems reluctant to make subs. Isaac does well to get his team out of that congested space. Invites Saar. Saar. Oh, close centre back. Thoughts on Anthony? I like him. Like the thing with Anthony is he's incredibly frustrating, but I like him. I like his confidence that he wants to do that. I like his passion. I don't know what statistically, but to me as a non-United fan, to a degree, he's a big game player. I'm sure he's definitely scored against us. I'm sure he scored in a couple of quote-unquote big games or dumb things. Like I'm sure he bagged against us, Barcelona, maybe a couple of other teams in the Prem. I do think Anthony's one of them where he either improves very quickly, or he stays like this for the majority of his career, if I'm honest, because they did overpay for him. He's still very immature, needs to know when to do the skills, needs to know, by all means, do all these skills. But if it doesn't lead to a goal or an assist or something, it's irrelevant. Yeah, man, I think there's something to like about him. But, yeah, he's either going to make massive improvements in the next 12 to 18 months, or he's going to play like this forever, in my opinion. But I've seen United spend a lot worse, if I'm honest. Is that a tackle by St. Maximin? Weghorst, Bandulu, dribbling. Yeah, it's painful, man. You need to come off. Speaking of it, Anthony's nicked in front here. I don't know what Brazilian skill that was, what he just did to lift it in the air, but it worked, innit? The lot. Bruno Fernandes plays it over the top to McTominay. You don't want it, McTominay, though. Short. You earn a corner for your team at least. You did. The way it's going, I'm going to say 1-0 Man United, man. It feels like these lot are going to get zanged. I wonder why Malash is not playing. It looks like Jadon Sancho and Martial be coming on, so surely Weghorst is off. Or maybe Rashford up front, one of them off the left. I don't think he'll take off Bruno, but you can play Sancho in the 10 as well as out wide. Corner kick to Man United. Luke Shaw's played it short. Shabitsa delivers. It's a decent delivery. Oh, on another day, that might take a deflection. Unfortunately for United, it's into the hands of Pope. Dreadful game, says Hector. Not happy at all. Isaac, trying his best to be a playmaker in that. Come play with your guy Odegaard, man. There's a role for you. St. Maximin, give and go. Oh, do you know what? If that came off, that'd have been a beautiful bit of play. It didn't come off from a Newcastle perspective, though, unfortunately. That weren't the worst bits of football, or the worst idea. Bruno Fernandes basically picking it up where Luke Shaw would. Looking to conduct Lissandro Martin. That's a ball, you know. That is a ball from him into Anthony. Oh, that's fortunate. Thought that was Newcastle's. Taking the throw in quickly. United starting to wake up, to be honest with you. The lot step overs. These are bookie step overs, but he's doing all right. Absolutely bookie skills, but he's getting somewhere with them. United seem to have woken up a bit. In fact, there's a counter attack. 4 Man United shirts backwards, 3 Newcastle ones forward. In fact, it doesn't matter. McTominay's nicked it. Starting to get end-to-end again, and it's Anthony versus, the rest of the Newcastle team. Slows the ball down, waits for reinforcements, and maturely finds Shabitsa. Anthony. McTominay, Bruno. These are the dons that mess it up. These are the brothers that mess it up. See? These are the... Bruno's lost it. These are the brothers. Rashford's won it back. McTominay. Good pass from him to Bruno. Bruno, see? These are the brothers that mess it up. Joe Willock. Trippier. Why is Trippier behaving shook? Longstaff's looking for that. I don't think that's a free kick. That's soft. But Rashford's reply, better yet, reaction, knows that he probably did. Jadon Sancho and Martial be coming on. I think that's surely Weghorst and Anthony's night done. It's Anthony, end of Anthony's night. Says well going to Guimaraes. Jadon Sancho be coming on. Kenton where it started. Weghorst off as well. Maybe. Money investments and potential Champions League could make Newcastle a key destination. Who do you see going there this summer? To be fair, bro, they're linked with quite a few players. Whoever they need, Dini could be one. And Newcastle looking to make subs as well. The boys with the blonde highlights, Joe Linton and Anthony Gordon to enter the fray, Callum Wilson to enter the fray as well. Eddie Howe smells blood here. Just as long as Joe Willett comes off, man. Pardon me. Apparently, Bolton won a trophy this year. Crazy. Benzema scoring hatties and that. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button. Twitch gang, appreciative to you lot tuned in. Lissandro Martinez, man said Anthony, 100 million euros. They got Zhang, but like they can turn him into a success. But Anthony has to want to be better in the final third. It's one of them where you're gonna play like this forever. See it all the time. Dominic Calhoun to Arsenal. Allow me, man. Throw into Newcastle on this right-hand side. We're at the hour mark, people. Bruno Gomares wins a throw. I can't lie, man. It's weird. I think Bruno's a good player, but if I was Ten Hag, I don't think Bruno would be able to play him the way I want to play. Like on his day, he can be a match winner and all them things. I just don't think the cons are outweighed by the pros. I think he unbalances the team, whether just the way he retains the ball. I think you kind of have to shoehorn him in. Yeah, man. I need a couple of midfielders in the summer, in my opinion. I think another 6, because again, if Casemiro's not there, just go back to type. And maybe a couple of guys that can play in press resistance, guys that always want it off the centre-backs. Too often than not, when I do these watch-alongs for Man United, Varane and Lissandro, they look baffled as to, like, no one's showing for the ball. Then a couple of times they'll venture forward or they'll force it and whatnot. Oh, Varane, this is an intense press. Isaac had Varane in the trenches there, throwing. Isaac, slide passion merchant. I see it. Newcastle throw. Oh, that was wavy by Joe Willock. Dan Burn, St. Maximin. Snake tried to snake it and pass it to Joe Willock. It didn't pay off. Joe Willock, that's good play. McTominay, you can't afford to lose it there. Joe Willock, you're going to lose it as well. St. Maximin, honestly, ref. Martial can't. Hey, United are under some intense pressure over on Geordie's side. This mad. Can't get out their half. Newcastle like a pack of hyenas. Isaac, that was a touch. All right, that is great play. Gomares, why didn't you pull it across goal? St. Maximin. Oh, it's 1-0. Brilliant play. Joe Willock, goal. Helen, Joe Willock, goal. Passion merchant. He tried so many times. Arteta has done it again. Shameless. Oi. I thought the chance went, but Newcastle deserved that. It's peak. It's absolutely peak. Oi. No Almiron, no problem. What a bit of play. Credit to St. Maximin for keeping it alive. Shout out to Joe Willock for getting in there. You knew you needed to score. You've had about 10 million chances. Another guy with more goals than Richarlison is peak. Mudryk, that's how you do it. Anyone else who can catch trades? Hudson-Odoi, never. Joe Willock scored in more big games than him, never. Great play, but from United, terrible. Even McTominay, that is terrible. Oof. Credit to St. Maximin for keeping it alive, man. Credit to Isaac, Gomares, everything. It was wavy bit of play. Finally, we have a goal. The deadlock is broken. Boy, United is peak. Damn. Martial last 3 years, 40-odd games, 9 goals. Shocking. That's terrible. Anthony's never scored more than 9 goals in the Eredivisie in a single season. They massively overpaid and expectations are too high. Fair. It's crazy. And that should be a wake-up shock for Man United. Newcastle have deserved that, really. Under half an hour left. Newcastle look like they're the ones more inspired and whatnot. It's scary what Newcastle are developing. It's scary what they could become. Calvert-Lewin hype in 2023. Yeah, forget that. This guy. Finally, We've been waiting for that for an hour. Let's see what Gary Neville says now. Could United drop out the top 4? I don't think they will, but if mathematically, if everything's still available, everything's still possible, anything in life can happen, innit? Nick Pope, haven't seen this guy too much today. Lisandro Martinez wins the header. Kieran Trippier. Oh, he's looking for that, ref. He's good experience, I guess, but he's looking for that. Ten Hag stressed. I'd be stressed as well, man. Speak. Joe Linton now will be entering the fray. Who's coming off? St. Maximin. Gary Neville pretending he's not hurt again. Gary Neville's heart's bleeding. St. Maximin. Joe Linton coming on. Ugh, this is when it gets a bit rubby. Anthony Gordon as well. This is when it gets rubby. That was a serious team goal, man. Credit where due. All right, Murphy. Get the passion from him. Big up Eddie Howe, man. If this result holds and Tottenham win over Everton and United go 5th, crazy. This is why I'm happy my team's doing our jobs. Is that coming off? Set piece. Trippier floats it. Can they get a second? Sabitzer, ref. Come on, ref. He's looking for that. Ref, man. I can't lie. Credit to the Premier League ref managers, man. I mean, Premier League players. They know how to do this WWE thing. Every little bit of screaming, this ref falls for it. Ten Hag, you're going to need more than notes, my guy. He's writing notes and that. Going to need more than notes. Manager for manage. My manager, Arteta, would have been doing all of this quickly and we would have patterned this. I don't know about you, lot, though. Shameless agendas have to run. De Gea in possession. Damn. Been on the front foot too much. Newcastle overtaking United for 3rd position if they win this game. But is it? Long stuff. And to be fair, you know, if I'm a Newcastle lad, keep it compact, keep it simple. But a part of me will probably think, how the hell have we not bagged another one? And United, if they're going to get something out of this game, they have to show some courage and show some courage immediately. Been on the back foot all game. There's still 20 minutes to nick something. If you can't win, don't lose. Luke Shaw forcing it. But, you know, first I've seen you. Jadon Sancho being a passenger. You didn't want none of that. Boy. Eddie Howe, man. Shaking up the league. What a guy. Joe Willock's goal, the difference, people, currently between Newcastle and Manchester United. Anthony Gordon, the sort of guy to do something. Trippier. Lisandro, do you know what? Lisandro Martin is one of the only United players who could say, you know what, I've been all right. I don't know about you, man, but I've been all right. Anthony Gordon. Again, Lisandro making a difference. Sabitzer counter-attacking here. That's a ball, you know. Probably forced Martial out wide far too much. What can Martial make happen? First real touch of the game. Jadon Sancho sits one player down. First touch, horrible. It's come off Joe Willock. I mean, Jadon Sancho as well. Be a throw-in for Newcastle. Sancho ducking out at some 50-50s and that. Great player, but yeah, man, going to need to start showing it sooner rather than later. Apparently, St. Maximin's assist for Joe Willock was the 6th chance he created against United today, his most in a single Premier League game. Cooking, you all right? Whoever said that earlier. What else have we got? Nothing really. Newcastle could be in here again. Or camera angle playing games with me. Guimaraes up against Luke Shaw. Jadon Sancho coming to back. He didn't complete it, but the flip flap for no reason. He didn't, but it. Edu, you need to go find the next Gomares. You know, we're not going to get this one, but you need to go and find someone who plays like this in the middle of the park for us. This guy would be lit at Arsenal, man. Ironically, his skills could lead to them conceding. Oh, that was a big chance to beat. So could have scored. Unfortunately for him, Newcastle dealt with that. Sancho ain't it, my boy. I like the guy, but he really ain't it. When this season ends, Jadon Sancho will be up there as one of the biggest flops. Harsh, man. Imagine we had Partey and Gamara's probably cooking, man. Should have given them the peas, man. Just give them the peas. Respectfully to Jorginho, we wouldn't have needed you to rock up in the summer. I mean, in Jan. 72 minutes on the clock, folks. Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. We have 78 likes, people. Can we hit 100? We're flirting with it. We really are. Imagine we had Partey and Gamara's. All we can do is imagine. And Mudryk for biggest flop. Mudryk gets next season for me, but he's getting agendaed all the way there. Luke Shaw. It's weird to see Luke Shaw like not in a long sleeve shirt. Anthony Gordon, that's dead, man. You give Isaac something to work with there. The intention was good. Wins the ball back off Luke Shaw. He done the right thing getting out Everton, bro. I'm sure your bank balance agrees. Almost ended up at Chelsea for mad cash. They almost sang themselves again. Still 1-0 to Newcastle. The saving grace for United, it just needs one moment. I just got to hit the likes. I hope Rashford equalizes it. I don't know about that. Joe Willock, feeble attempt at defending. There it is. Oh, great defending. Who's that? Who's that? Kevin Botman. I can't lie. That is as vital. McTominay's actually done all right in the second half. That is as vital as the goal being scored. It looked like Rashford would have had a free header or a free attempt at that at least. It's a corner instead. Second season for Sancho hasn't delivered on reputation. It's going to cost Chelsea 60 million just to sack Potter. Boy, crazy. Depends what they deem more painful. Consistent performances you're seeing or pulling the plug. I think McTominay's genuinely hurt, but he might be capping. I think he's genuinely hurt, but he might be capping. So I don't know why. Looks like he'll soldier it. Corner kick by Man United. Evades everyone. Jadon Sancho, can he keep it in play? Yes, he can. Goes back home to Bruno Fernandes. He puts it back in. Finds Varane. Oh, decent attempt. Nick Pope's there. 16 minutes left. I still think this will be a draw. Nagusman to Chelsea or Tottenham. If I was him, I'd rather go Chelsea. But then again, you know, if you don't do certain things at Chelsea, you're not going to be there. And if I was Nagusman and I was going to sign for Chelsea, I need assurances that anyone I want to rub out of this team, Gordon could be in here. Anyone I rub out this team, you're going to back me like what Arsenal have done under Arteta. Anthony Gordon has put a delicious cross in and nobody has taken advantage or smelt danger. I'm not being funny. Ain't Callum Wilson on the pitch? Where is he? But yeah, but at the same time, there's less expectation at Spurs, isn't it? And he's worked under sort of similar roles where you have to develop targets. So Spurs could be the better fit for him. If I was him, I'd rather go Chelsea because I'm more likely to be given money to do what I want to do. But they got like 20 million players, player power as well. Yeah. You could probably last longer at Spurs. Let's hope for Newcastle's sake they don't regret some of these opportunities. In swinging corner. It's a decent knock. Oh, how's that not gone in? Lord God. We need to see the replay. Martial just ripped someone on the slide in his own box. Rashford has found Sancho. Sancho's giving it back to Martial. Martial taking too long. But it's falling to Rashford. This could be a elite counter-attack. Smash and grab. Luke Shaw needs to find Rashford again. Smash and grab could be completed. Good header by Newcastle. We need to see the replay of that. We need to see the replay is fully end-to-end. Anthony Gordon, Luke Shaw, that's a good recovery from him. I think that I don't even know if De Gea saved that, if it hit the post. There's a man down as well. Who got collapsed? Who's that? Who got collapsed? I don't even know. Someone's finished. What happened there? Joe Linton. It's a great save by De Gea. Fair enough. He's tapped it onto the post. Botman's reacted. I don't know if has Bruno caught him by mistake. I don't know what happened here. So De Gea's made the save. Botman's tried to react, put his head down. Oh yeah, Bruno's kicked him in his face by accident. Eesh. Crazy. Apologies, people. Is being hella brave. I know that hurt. Hope there's nothing serious as well. Joe Willock's goal still the difference, folks. Should be a penalty. I hope they listen. The agendas have to agenda. Lovely from Joe Willock. Come on, Newcastle. The Arsenal. You see what Newcastle doing? You want to sell them Tini for the cheap. Direct competitors. Hope Sar's all right. Is he concussed? Oh, fair enough, Callum Wilson. You still ain't come on the pitch. I'm about to say, where were you with the last opportunity? As things stand, Tottenham are only a point behind United. United and Newcastle, ironically, both teams have a game in hand. If it stays like this, Newcastle are up to third. Crazy. It's absolutely mad. See this Premier League? It is crazy. Oh, Nick Pope is bugging. Nick, see, this guy's trying his best to flop it. Martial could have taken it off him, but they live to fight another day. Apologies for hitting the thing. It's 3 against 3. Newcastle could be in here again. Joe, will it pass? Don't be a hero. This guy, fam. This guy, man. You're mad crap. Oh, I'm so happy you don't play for Arsenal no more. Big up you for scoring. You're actually crazy meaty, man. Can't believe Haaland produced this. Is that... Isaac Slide Passion Merchant. 10, 11 minutes better yet left of this game, people. Callum Wilson on. De Gea. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Martial. Palms it out wide or attempts to. Finds Varane. Finally, a little bit of build-up play. Arsenal, United, and Brentford have scored the most goals in 76 plus minutes this season, people. All three, Brentford, Man United, and saving the best till last, Arsenal, once again, have all scored 11. So there's still time for drama. And to be honest, Newcastle would have to blame themselves because you should have scored about 4, 5, 6 today, really. Think everyone tomorrow has to spend 10 minutes and do some shooting practice. The lot. Throw into Newcastle. I don't know what the lot's problem is because, yeah, it came out. Should have been on target. Fred and Pelisteri are coming on. Who? Dan Burn. They take this throw in. Come on. United could be in here, unfortunately. Defo going to be 7 minutes added on time, taking Sar's injury into account. United could be in here. Martial, that's a great touch. Martial, deflection. Oh, the camera gassed me. I thought he did it. 9 minutes left, people. Man said the same. Haaland that produced Starboy also produced Star Dog. Willock is meaty. That's so harsh. He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that, man. You're a bad guy. Corner kick to United. Elite's out. See, Joe Willock. See, if you did pattern your finishing, you wouldn't have hamstring knocks or whatever. Shout out, Bruno. Because you're the one who does all this. Getting cramps and that. Bruno Bredding as well. Pelisteri on. Who? Lindelof as well. McTominay off. Meady. Newcastle board. They are probably very good in defensive shape. I don't know about now, but at a point, didn't they have one of the, if not the best defensive record in the league? Pray. The lot has been getting savage to date. Crazy. Don't know what Lindelof's doing, but yeah, man. Go ahead. Joe Willock's night is done. Joe Willock's actual day is done. He's walking very gingerly. Yeah, bro. Joe Willock was sold. Whatever you say, Joe Willock was sold for 30 million quid. That's a success story of the academy, bro. It costs about 3 million to keep Haaland's lights on. Someone's come through your academy and it's been sold for 30 million. Who's this Pelisteri? I don't know, mate. I don't know, but fans are probably saying he's the best ever in something. No, I'm joking. Been on a couple loans. He was in Uruguay's World Cup squad, was he not? Lindelof headed just over. I ain't seen this guy for a time. Getting a little run out. No Maguire. Rather ran Lissandro Martinez off. Lissandro Martinez slapping up things and carrying on. Did my man go back free? Looked like Lindelof went free. Ten Hag and Eddie getting on to him. Eddie, don't let him talk to you like that. Eddie, this is your backyard. Don't let Ten Hag talk to you like that. He shook, man. Don't let him talk to you like that, bro. Don't have it. Bang him. Fred. Sancho. Meaty. Dispossessed. Gordon bullying Sancho. Crazy. Meaty. Joe Linton. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Elliot Anderson. Meaty. But calm. It's here with Joe Linton. Joe Linton. I mean, United, in truth, United ain't been in it from start to finish in it. Like, Newcastle have been the better team. The only thing Newcastle are at risk of is dropping points because they just simply haven't scored enough. And you know where the Prem is. United have played their way into problems here. Can Newcastle do a thing? Joe Linton inspired. It's getting a bit messy. Gordon up against Shaw. Fred clears. Trippier beats Jadon Sancho's soft, He don't want to get into any challenges. You're soft. I know you're not there to defend, but I'm keeping a note of this. Like, you're ducking out of these 50-50s. Ten Hag ego too big. To be fair, you need a big ego. You should have a big ego. Manager of United. 87 likes, people. We ran it close. We ran it close to 100. If you hit the like button, one love. I'm appreciative for you lot tuning in. Neville is blaming De Gea for taking too much time with goal kicks. You can, but bro, there's a lot of problems United got to offer before that, and you can get onto De Gea. De Gea has probably prevented 2, 3, 4 goals. It's not been dealt with by United. United need to go back to the drawing board defensively. Balls put back in. Newcastle. Oh, how hasn't Dan Burn scored there? Newcastle, again, they probably need to spend a while doing some training on finishing because, boy, how they haven't bagged, I don't know. Bagged again, better yet. Professional performance, though. Luke Shaw. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 1 Newcastle free kick once again earned. Come on, Trippier. Come on. I remember last year Arsenal at this place. It's not a nice place. St. James Park is not nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trippier. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Newcastle. Yeah! Callum Wilson. Shh. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Chelsea lost. United losing. Hopefully Everton do a job tomorrow. Liverpool packed. Arsene Wenger in Hall of Fame. This Conte sacked this week as well. Arsene Wenger in Hall of Fame. Arsenal got 3 points. I can't lie, man. This season be a movie, B. God damn. Damn. Glory, glory, man. You know, man. Glory, glory, man. A super sub, a man inspired. Mr. Jadon Sancho could take a leaf out of his book. He's impacted the game. Trippier, lovely, lovely delivery, lad. Lovely, terrible marking. Terrible marking. Who cares? Back of the net, safe. Can't wait to drink on Gary Neville's tears, man. Sour grape settings. Lovely. Yes, big up Eddie Howe. When we come over here, allow us though, Eddie Howe, man. We'll look after you next season. Look after us when we come St. James's Park. I don't want to get done like this. St. James's Park, scary, man. Scary place. Inspired substitution. That's Callum Wilson's 8th goal of the season. Boy, that's game, set, and match. That should carry Newcastle United through to the end, really. It's over. 5 more likes. And then we have 100. Oh, crap. Newcastle could be in here again. Look up. Pass it, Wilson. Don't get gas. You're getting excited. You pass the ball. There's a third shot. Bruno Fernandes, bro, I can't lie. It's nothing to do with Bruno, but this man can't be your captain. Like, I thought United should have had a free kick there, but all right, ref. Gordon, Gemares, I pass it. Newcastle, I love you lot. Corner. I love you lot. Let's go, Gemares. Let's go. We're doing these for 90 minutes. Let's go. I'm not looking forward to coming here for Arsenal. Oh my God. This is a scary place. Very scary place. Haaland 2, Manchester United 0. Manchester United look very divided at this moment in time. Nah, you're not crying yet. You know what? Probably the first game. Yeah, masterclass. Oh my God, what a great job. This is probably the first time, that Fernandes hasn't started doing the diving thing and all of that. Speaking of the man, he's trying nutmegs though. Go on, Gordon. Well in. I boot it. You thought Fred was coming on to save the day? Yee! 5 minutes of added on time. At least them lot haven't got Sir Alex Ferguson out in the cold. Boy. United are moving mad. If you're a United fan, you might as well get your Sunday dinner, man. Or start ironing your clothes for tomorrow. No point. Ambler. Very deserved. Bruno Fernandes, man, come on. You're not moving like a captain. Martial's been all right. Rashi, starving. Still on holiday mode. Raw, Rashford, that decision-making is terrible. Where is Rance? I don't know. Should be live. Ain't he live? Revenge for the League Cup? I don't know, boy. Because you get your 3 points, but nothing, losing the cup final must still sting. We're watching Napoli, Milan. Nah. 10 Heisenberg, trust. Nah, Rance is surely street. I can't imagine he's not doing the watch along. 4 minutes. We really didn't. I don't know why we didn't pay the piece for Gemares. Glory, man. Not Luke Shaw the best in the world. Rashford better than this. Martial best ever. Next on Reed. Wow. Another game where the butcher got butchered. Damn, this is all entertainment, man. I told you can't think your manager's mess just because he's bold, just because of what Pep's got over there. All right, Eddie Howe. Brexit means Brexit, mate. No, I'm chatting. Let's go. Think you can come here and beat us? Yeah, having a laugh. You can have your fancy total football in the Eredivisie. We got passion and we got art, mate. Well in Gamara's. Yeah, I need to be humble because we got Liverpool, but life can hit us. Lindelof's been a lot better. To be fair, he done well there. Well in, lads. Well in, lads. I can see United improving. 2-0 is way better than 7. Man, letting Joe Willett scoring that, Crazy. Mudryk, are you listening? You see, that's how you score. Luke Shaw finds Bruno Fernandes. No, Bruno. But I can't lie. I don't want to be that guy, but too many United players are ducking out of 50-50s. Like, look at the difference between the Newcastle dons. Ducking out of way too. Sancho as well, guilty of a couple of them as well. Like, ducking out of way too many. Ten Hag trying to do the angry face. Man, ain't no okay about that. Boy. And that's the difference. Look at the desire. I can't lie. United away against the top 9 teams. They lost to Brentford, City, Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool. Crazy. At home, they've been doing all right. I can't lie. I don't think McTominay played 10. Newcastle are a problem. They are a big, big problem for everybody, and they could be in here again. Ref, corner. Ref, please. We need this. One more goal and it's past the pad settings. Before any of that, I see 100 likes. Thank you to everyone. Twitch gang as well. But without you lot, and it's been a great weekend of content. We've watched Arsenal. We've watched Arsenal Leeds. We watched Man United, Newcastle right now. We watched Liverpool, Man City. We actually watched Man United versus Arsenal's under 21s. Yeah, madness. Tuesday, Wednesday, them things. I'm not going to do a watch long for Everton versus Spurs, but Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be back. United got savaged. Those changes from Ten Hag were suspect. Yeah, they appear such, doesn't it? It's not really making sense like that. Newcastle was a terrific club to play for. Look at what it means to the fans. No, look at my man. Got the man boobs out and that. Crazy. I know you're cold. Ten Hag. I can't lie, Top Blue. You lot lost to Villa. You can't talk. You have to... Emre turn you. Yeah, Emre as well doing us a favour. Shabit's is moist, man. You ain't got time to have a hamstring knock when your team's losing. No lie, Mark. You're moving mad. I heard Mudryk still not scoring and that. It's crazy. Benjamin White soon teach him. Soon teach him. Soon teach him. You can't laugh if your team got savaged. Good evening to everyone whose team got 3 points this weekend. Hey, don't make Arsenal do certain things. I don't look at the league table, but I'm the most humblest one. I even now become a monster, man. Mudryk not scoring. Josh Denzel, Jadon Sancho not doing nothing. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here, man. No one could do this. 10 cup finals, bro. You can't get on to us about 10 cup finals. Your manager is talking about expected goals for fucking John McGinn. Like, your manager's a loser. Like, respectfully, he knows he's in over his head. But no, I'm joking, man. Chelsea, keep the faith, whatever. Joe Willock and Callum Wilson have made the difference. Newcastle United to Manchester United 0. In truth, it should be a lot more. For United, they're just terrible. You're cooked. Then shut up, Top Blue, mate. Let me enjoy my season. I can't believe this for years. But yeah, people, with that being said, I appreciate you lot who have been tuned into my two live streams today, including the watch along now. Obviously, United have just been terrible across all aspects. There's nothing we can say. I'm going to love and leave you lot. I'm off to shower and get ready to go out. So yeah, on that note, one love. Hey, Mudryk and
Against this right back, Charlie.
never did it.
There's always just that active red flag. Defenders, I think, it's like